Does it get weird when I'm not there right on time? Because it sure is weird for me. Today was straight up last second. Obviously, it was past last second because I was late. Oh, thank goodness. Hi. It's me, Bob Doyle. You know, the guy from this show you're watching. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bob Doyle Show. I appreciate your attendance, and I appreciate you sharing with every single person you know. Oh, look at all this. We've already got all this conversation going. Dawn and Sarah and Dawn and Sarah and Stevens. Leanne. And she's watching in the afternoon from where she is. So, folks, it's Tuesday, and guess what? I'm not ready with any kind of Tech Tuesday whatsoever. Nope. I barely have this coffee. I got it last second. Hi, Loretta. You know what, Loretta? I really wish I'd brought my uke in here today. I was thinking about it. And then everything was so last minute. Jory's here. See, just when I think I'm going to change the time of the show because, you know, the afternoons seem to be when all my regular folks show up. Jory shows up in the morning and now it just confuses the whole thing. What do? I don't know. And Nydia is here too. And Emily, it's a hazy day here in Vegas, she says, and she should know because she's here too. And she said, good morning, right in front of your face. How about that? All right, can I take a sip of this, please? Because clearly I need caffeine. So yesterday we had a guest, and quite frankly, I'm going to keep having guests because I think having guests are fun. The best part is getting them to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever time they have to wake up to get here by 7:30. But I really truly am, I guess, tossing around the idea of changing the time of the show. It's not just because Heather gave me crap about it. I've been thinking about it anyway because here's you want to know one of the main reasons? Sarah, somehow I feel like you're, I don't know, just somehow I feel like you're. Let's make sure all this is working. Yeah, hooray. It's amazing anything's working, truly. So not right after this, but at 9 o'clock, an hour and a half from now, I'll be doing a live Law of Attraction Q&A for my friend, Jasmine Mankey, who is also a Law of Attraction coach in her own right. She was part of our group coaching program last year. And we're doing a live Law of Attraction Q&A on that. It's probably somewhere out here on my timeline. I don't know. Maybe Dawn can share the link. If you're interested in doing that, that'll be at 9 o'clock. And it'll be on her event page. So I'm just telling you that. And one of the reasons I was running crazy this morning is because she and I were connecting, trying to get things set up technically. And of course, everything was going wrong. Right? So good morning, Kathy. So yeah, Emily, I was saying yesterday that Vegas is starting to warm up. I'm still all windows open right now. I have not cut on the AC yet. I'm holding back. I'm going to see where my tolerance level breaks for the warmth. And I'm really lucky. This house has lots of just naturally cool areas. This studio, not one of them. Not only is it upstairs, but it also catches the afternoon sun. And there's lights on in here and stuff. You guys, other people can feel free to comment. By the way, I'm just going to say once again that, look, this is so all for me, but it really is helpful when you send emoticons and stuff, like Sarah does, and Dawn and some others. It lets me know you're there. It lets me know that, okay, they're getting something out of this. They enjoy this. I don't know. It just helps. Because I look at it and I go, okay, that thing didn't get any reaction, so maybe I don't do that so much. That got a good reaction, maybe I do that. You know, it's just we're sculpting the show, right? Oh, look at it. Oh my God, it's a freaking explosion. Well, that's outstanding, and you can barely see it over here. I wish I could, if I could have expanded that. Anyway, thank you. You guys are great. There. Oh, no. That's been in a box, and it smells like it. So, not wearing that one. Leanne said, went without a coat here for the first time in 6 months. Woo-hoo. The sun remembered that Europe is a thing. Yeah, well, definitely Vegas knows that the sun is a thing, or say, whatever. Dawn says she was slacking, had to let the dog in. And Catherine is here too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Catherine. I said let's hear it for Catherine. I have to remember. Who cares? So it's been about a week and a half, I guess, in the new home. And you know how you discover this is so it's not, I'm renting this place because I'm trying to say, is Vegas for me? Right? So I'm renting. And you learn things about your new place. And tell me, this is universal, not just in homes and places. If you go visit a friend, if you go to a hotel, you buy a new home. I'm talking about, of course, finding the right sweet spot in the shower for the water temperature, right? Because, new knobs, sometimes it's the one-hand thing. You ever go to a hotel and you cannot figure out how to turn on the water? To get the shower going, and how push in? It doesn't come with instructions. And when I go overseas, I really got confused in Bulgaria because there was no shower curtain, no place for a shower curtain. It was just this big open stall and the toilet's right there. It was like, what's going on? And then I learned, no, you just let it splash everywhere. The floor is a drain. Oh. But no instructions. You'd think when they check in, I see you're American, by that smug look on your face. Let me just tell you about you know what? Never mind. You discover it for yourself. I think that's what they're doing. You Americans think you know everything. Let's see you take a shower in this place. I'll bet you get in there and you stand and you stare at it for 10 minutes. They probably got, if they could do it, have a camera. Just to watch the people go, because I know I must have stood there for 10 minutes going, how do I shower in here? The water's just going to go everywhere. There's no, there's no wall. It's just ta-da, and the bathroom and the toilet and the counter. Everything's just there. But this is the same country where they have, and I wish I had the video handy, but the self-cleaning toilet bowl where it cleans the rim. Like you push the button and a thing comes up and goes all the way around the... Why am I talking about toilet seats, guys? Because it's Tuesday. Toilet Seat Tuesday, right? Okay. Yeah, you're right, Emily. It does. It feels exposing, even though you're in there by yourself. But there's just something, I don't know, a little bit comforting, even if it's a glass door, just to know you're enclosed. But man, oh man, oh man. And how about these hotels where the bathroom... Okay, I guess this is what we're doing. Look, I like a good bathroom with a good solid door that locks and the whole thing, right? It's private time. And there are some hotels where it's just, there's a hole in the wall right through, and it's like there's no... It's fine if you're just by yourself in the hotel. But let's say you're staying with a friend. Let's just say you're sharing a room with someone you barely know. That happens on business trips. Sometimes they're colleagues, or you share a hotel room, it's all good. But then there's just this bathroom that's basically this, what do you do? Hold it in for 4 or 5 days? Yes, that's the answer. All right, let's see. Okay, so wait. Okay, phew. I saw this conversation. The connection is awful, just me. After yesterday, I guess I'm assuming audio's okay today. Oh, thank goodness we caught that. It wasn't that bad, but it was bad. But you guys are such troopers. Hang on a second. So yeah, discovering little things like that about the home. I also have, and now I know exactly where to turn the dial for the perfect temperature every time. Mm-hmm. I also have this, I gotta get this fixed. I have ceiling fans with lights, right? But the way this house is wired, you can't turn on one or the other. It's like you've got the fan and the light, or you've got nothing. Or you have to unscrew the light bulbs. Now, look, don't everybody start with the, are you sure, Bob? Are there several switches on the, I know how to use, I'm 52. Turn on a fan or two. Yeah, but you don't know how to go to the bathroom in Bulgaria. I didn't say that. I said I didn't know how to take a shower. Let's get the words right. So that's no good because it's, can't turn on the ceiling fan without the light at night in Vegas. So got to look into that. But other than that, I love this place so much. 52 going on 32. That's correct. That's about right. I'd say if you had to age me appropriately, 32 is probably about right. So some people may not agree with that. They may go a little younger still. The other thing about Vegas, and Emily can back me up on this one, is that at least out where I am, which apparently is the boonies, and Emily can back me up on that too because she said that she used to live in this area. But the roads here are so wide. They're so wide. And out where I am, the speed limit in a lot of places is 35 miles an hour. 35. And you got these big wide open roads, and they're pretty open where I am because, I'm out in the boonies and nobody's here. I mean, you could go 80 miles an hour. But no, it's 35 with these big wide roads. And it's like, the thing about Vegas is it's got one of the highest car insurance rates in the world, the universe, because apparently people just don't drive well here. And I've heard various theories from Lyft drivers about, we got people from all over the country coming in here. They've got their own driving styles wherever they come from. And, there's just no guarantee that those styles are going to mesh. And then other people say, people have a problem with going at green lights and stopping at stop signs. But other than that, it seems like it would be a great place to learn how to, it's almost like a toy. It's so wide. You got all this room. You can't go too fast. So this is going to be a good time to practice driving. Ooh. Emily says, it's not over here. People drive pretty fast on those back roads. Yeah, see, I have not. Knock on... There's no wood within a mile of me right now. I haven't seen any police officers. I haven't seen anybody. I've heard some. I haven't seen anybody pulled over. I haven't seen, haven't had any experience like that. I have seen some crazy driving, though. When you're on the roads that are 55 and the Camaro owners are out, I don't see you, I don't care. This is what I was wanting to feature. And I was told this before I got here. I said everything else about Vegas is great in terms of the cost. And it's true. I can get gas for like $2.75 down the street. When I moved to LA, we stopped some place in Arizona and I took a picture, or Arkansas, of a sign that was $3.13 because you couldn't get anything anywhere in the country for $3.13. So anyway, Vegas is nice on that. But they told me, your car insurance. But guess what? Are you guessing? Okay. If you're guessing, Bob, you look like a ridiculously safe driver and someone who would stick with a car insurance company for a really long time for all the benefits that gives you. Wow, are you a good judge of character? Because that's exactly what happened. My car insurance didn't change a bit. In fact, I think it went down by like $2. I guess the law of attraction has its benefits. Alex says, holy cow, I'm at 225. Where are you getting 225, Alex? Where do you live? Emily says, in the peak of summer, you'll see a lot of cars overheating on the side of the road. Oh, battery and coolant. I had to get one of my headlights replaced yesterday. And, of course, we all know about the tire that got replaced. My car could use a good loving. It's been a while. So, all right, well, like we pay $309. Okay. Stephanie, welcome. I'm welcoming Stephanie if she's still here because I don't recognize her name, and I just want to welcome all the new people because we want you to stay. We want you to find there's lots of beanbag chairs here. They're all extremely comfortable, the highest quality. And just find one next to someone who doesn't look too weird. You know, I want you to be comfortable, and there are a lot of weirdos here. But just find the least weirdo that you can. Have a seat. Stephanie, are you still here? You can introduce yourself or not. I know how awkward that is. Ugh, right? The worst. Hello, I'm Stephanie. This is my first time. Hello, Stephanie. We don't play like that, actually. We got way more energy than that. We're like, hey, Stephanie! Like that. That's how we do it. Stephanie's from the Blab days. Thank you, Dawn. Well, Stephanie, say something, Stephanie, so I can feature you. From the Blab days, that is freaking awesome. Gotta go, she said. Look, now, hold on. See, this is how the youth talk these days. G2G, TTYL. Who has time to talk to you? Like, I can't even say it without falling asleep. Got to go. Oh, God, if there was just a way to make that shorter. G to G, TTYL. And yet, HT doesn't just automatically work for Happy Tuesday. You got to type out the Happy Tuesday, apparently. Padre. No, I don't, Alex. I wouldn't have asked you. Just because we communicate on a pseudo-regular digital basis, and we know a lot of the same people, doesn't mean I know where you live. Padre Island, Texas. I don't. Left Southern California 13 years ago. I left 13 days ago. What if that was right? If I did the math, it was actually 13 days. It could be. I don't know. And then yesterday, I had to go back and forth with my water delivery service. Wow, transferring that account's been a nightmare. Oh, new home stuff. I got to change my residency. I got to get a driver's license. I got to find my car title. There's so much to do. You know, I got to do all that stuff. And health insurance. Got to change that. Moved out of California. Oh, the list. Dawn, I'm going to recruit your help on some of this menial. Dawn's my assistant. I'm not just a bully. But some of this stuff, like, will you please call them and just ask them what I need and just help me, because this is too much. Bob Doyle, his brain, it's too filled with law of attraction and ukulele information. He doesn't have time for this minutia. It overwhelms him. It makes him anxious. Oh, we hear the phones ringing. That's because we've got our fundraiser going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Just now, we do this a couple of times a year. You know, we just to make the Bob. We rely on your support here on the Bob Doyle Show. Unlike a lot of the fundraisers out there, we do not have any sort of incentive. You know, there's no dollar level that gets you anything except just more of this. But, you know, we've got this mixing board that I've got a hack around so you don't hear the buzz. But, you know, all sorts of equipment upgrades. And so we come to you a couple of times a year, and we don't bribe you with anything. But we've got our staff back here taking your calls. They look a little frustrated, I got to say. And there's nothing on the tote board, which, by the way, I thought... It just occurred to me today that tote board. I was like, well, why do you call it tote board? Probably because the totals, right? Right? It's the totals. Anyway, so Bob Doyle, PayPal. Oh shoot, that's wrong. Don't do that. That's wrong. That's just not it at all. It's PayPal.me. I'm going to fix it. Or I'm gonna mess it up. Hold on. We're gonna do this. Because, I mean, we've got these staff back here, and these are all volunteers, by the way. They are not, they're not paid. There we go. See, now you're, except that they stopped moving. That's too bad. There we go. Now they can answer the phones again. So your contribution to the Bob Doyle Show makes you an official sponsor of the show, which means that you'll get all sorts of love and attention and accolades. We'll start putting things at the end of the show like, hey, I'll be talking to you through the place your name here, Bob Doyle Show mixing board, right? It will always be called that, unless, you know, I don't know. Now I'm just making stuff up. We're just playing with this. All right, you guys, thanks for your work. All right, we'll check back in with them another time. Another thing I realized this week, you know that song Money for Nothing? Dire Straits. Get your money for nothing, your chicks for free, right? That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? So, now that song is, I don't know how old. It's pretty old. Echo, what year was Money for Nothing released?
Money for Nothing by Dire Straits was released on July 1st, 1985.
Okay, 1985. So that's 20-something, 22, 23 years. And the whole, that ain't working? It just occurred to me yesterday, as I'm listening to the show, that what they mean... Now, okay, you guys are going to go... I'm sorry to expose myself in this way, but all this time... I've been thinking that ain't working in the context of that is not giving me the intended result. This isn't working. This isn't functioning. That ain't working. That ain't working. How come the light's not on? That ain't working. But that's not what they mean. This whole song is about how the video stars are just goofing off and playing. That's not working. That's playing. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. All this time. 23 years, I've been going, that's not functioning. That's the way you do it. And it's not that at all. But am I the only one? 32. Am I doing my math wrong? 85? Holy moly. Is that right? That can't be right. 85, 95. I need a moment. Alberto, sorry. I actually do offer this as a service, consulting on this. If you want to learn how to do the Bob Doyle Show type of thing, there's a couple of ways we can work together, including like a VIP day. All you got to do is come to Vegas, and then we work together for a day and a half, get you all set up. Oh, that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Sure does. Did trash. Oh, remember the other day? See, these are my notes. Remember the other day I was talking about the garbage man? No, you don't, because that was for my private group. I have to tell you this. So on Saturday, maybe I did tell you. Oh, crap, I don't know. Last Saturday was garbage day. Now, I learned that because the previous Saturday was the day after I moved in, and I heard the garbage truck come and take everybody's trash and recycling. I thought, oh, okay, so it's Saturdays. I'll get it next week. So last Saturday, I put my recycling and trash out early in the morning, turned the cans exactly like my neighbors, and thought, okay. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I hope I'm not doing this wrong. I hope I'm not doing this wrong. You know, just weird, whatever. I don't want to get kicked out of the neighborhood. Oh, look at the new guy, doesn't know how to take out the trash. What an idiot. Let's make fun of him forever. So, beep, beep, beep. At some point, I hear, the garbage man's here. I see him, he's taking everybody. And then at mine, I just hear him sitting there for the longest time. And I peek out the window because, I don't want him to see him. Awkward. Because all I had to do was look up, and there'd be me staring at him like, are you a garbage man doing your job? Sanitation worker. Look, I'm not. This isn't about that. My garbage can. So the trucks have those arms that pick up the thing, and then they not. That's how garbage works. Refuse, sanitation, trash. Well, there's my garbage can being held up in the air. Not quite empty, just sitting there. The truck has stopped. It's been sitting there for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going, I did it wrong. Somehow I have brought the entire Las Vegas sanitation collection to a grinding halt because I don't know where to put my garbage cans. I probably should have put them over here, and now they're calling headquarters. We got a guy with the garbage can. Yeah, I know. He's off by like an inch. I don't know what to do. It's up in there, but I'm not going to empty it. They got to follow the rules. I can't let him think he can just do this. and I'm going to take his garbage away, right? So he's sitting there, and I'm still peeking out the window. I mean, look, in retrospect, I could have gone out and said, hey, what's the freaking problem with my garbage can? But I wanted to see how it was going to roll. Well, roll it did away. Eventually, he drove off with my garbage can. And I'm going, okay, well, I really did something wrong. Either I didn't pay the rent for the can that I thought was included in my rent. How did I make that mistake? Great, now I got to make a call and say, okay, I screwed up somehow. Can I have my garbage can back? What do I owe you? Sorry, my firstborn's already married. What else you got? So, anyway, later that day, they brought my garbage can back. Okay, now here's part 2 that even my group coaching folks don't know. So I go out after my garbage can is returned, and I bring both cans back in. Like a good boy. Because the rules are, you got to take it in the same day. And I'm like, same day, I'll do it the same minute that I saw it, right? So I go out there, and I bring my cans in, and I go, okay, I did this right. But then like an hour or so later, I look out my window, and I notice everybody else still has one can out. And everybody has their recycling can out. And I'm going, crap, I did it wrong. And lo and behold, I looked yesterday, I opened the can, and sure enough, I had brought back in a full can of recycling because it ain't the same truck. And they come at different times, apparently. So, I did it wrong. But at least it's recycling, right? Not a bunch of banana peels stinking up the place. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? I'm pushing buttons for no good reason. Nothing happens if I push them. No, the dance... You're a kid born in 83. That's when I graduated high school. It's always so weird to hear like people being interviewed, celebrities or whatnot, and for whatever reason their birthday comes up. I was born in 88, or I was born in 2000, or I was born... I'm going, whoa, 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 whoa. That's crazy. How can anyone be born after 1999? Well, Kathy, apparently, so does Vegas. Enterprise, or whatever. Bless my adorable little heart. Okay, so my heart is little. Is that the public perception? Bob Doyle doesn't have a big heart. He has a little heart. If that's the public perception, I need to fix that. Oh wait, we've got what? The phone stopped. We've got some. We have a donation that's come. No. Oh. Sorry, that was my bad. I thought it was a donation, but it wasn't. It was actually, when I did this the other day, obviously half joking, but whatever. My mom actually did donate. My mom put $10 toward the cause of up-leveling this incredible broadcast. You have to understand, the Bob Doyle Show, for now, is a not-for-profit venture. Unless happiness is profit. Is everybody happy? I'm so happy. Actually, I've been talking. There's more and more conversation about how this little production will go offline here in Vegas, maybe at events as entertainment, right? Maybe I act as an MC at an event. Hey, everybody, Bob Doyle, or not. They don't, I have to be Bob Doyle if I'm going to do the Bob Doyle Show. So I MC the thing, and then after the speaker comes, come on over, be a guest on the Bob Doyle, and it's all internal. And we have a good time. People need entertainment. I like to entertain. The question is, does this translate when there's actual people out there? But as I've said, I'm totally used to silence. And if I really need a boost, I can push a button and I can hear some applause. If they're looking at me like I got worms crawling out on my nose. I'm sorry, Leanne. Internet's going down back sometime this month. Well, that's pretty intense. Loretta remembers watching the moon landing. I do not. Okay. So I did trash wrong. I did wide roads. I did the shower dial. Next week, maybe next week. So I was talking about guests. And if you guys have suggestions, like who would be a fun guest? And if anybody knows anybody who lives in Vegas, but it's true that I probably won't be able to get a lot of good, higher profile guests to be here at 7:30 in the morning. So this whole idea of moving this show into the afternoon is a thing. And the other reason I need to do this, honestly, is because, guys, my sleep schedule is whacked. And as much as I want it to move in the correct direction, it keeps going the opposite. You want to know the time I woke up this morning? Take a guess. Thank you, Catherine. You sound great, too. That font is dead on awesome. So Loretta says we're the same age, but she remembers the moon landing, and I don't. Steve G. Jones. Now, I absolutely could do that. I know Steve. I may even see him in May, if not before. I need to let him know I'm here. I have not yet. But yeah, he's here. I'm sure he'd come by. I could at least Skype him in, but I want local. Right? Sitting right here. Nope, you're all wrong. It wasn't 2. It wasn't 3. It was 1:12 a.m. 1:12 a.m. Why, Bob? Well, because I went to meditate at 8 and fell asleep. And I needed it because yesterday morning I woke up at 2 something. So see, what I need to do is take a really great nap this afternoon, like 2 or 3 hours. Stay up till midnight a couple of times. But see, the thing is that I've got the show in the mornings at 7:30, and that just gets in my head, and I want to get up and have enough time. So if I have it in the afternoon, I don't have to feel like, I got to get up because I got to get the show ready, right? So it's just for my health and well-being. Don't you want me to stay alive? I always think it's funny when I look over and I see the number change, like up, by like 1. And I take note of what am I doing right now? What are they seeing? If they're coming into the show right now, what am I doing? Like, what's their first impression? If they're trying the show for the first time, in this case, they're hearing me say this. Do you know how frustrating it is when people ask me, what is the Bob Doyle Show? I mean, somebody's got to help me out with that. Because I don't know how to explain it. Wait a minute, he forgot. He forgot what? What did I forget? Are you talking to me? Bring in Steve G. Jones. With some age, have a good day. I'm trying to remember what forgot. See, this is the thing. I will say yesterday with the guest, we didn't really get to connect as much, did we? There's a lot going on. That's the poor Heather. She's so shy. Trying to get her to say anything was like pulling teeth. No, there was a lot of conversation going on, so there wasn't so much of the interaction. But I realized later in the morning, Sarah says, a happy medium. Like 10:30, 10, 11. I mean, I do like the idea of getting it done in the morning. Because every day in the afternoon, because then what am I going to do? My social life would go away. Yeah. See, I got to rule out the afternoon. Maybe occasionally. But if I locked in at 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock every night, when am I going to go do anything? When am I going to see people? When am I going to go MC all these events and entertain all these corporate, you know what I'm saying? What happens if that takes off and I don't have time for the live show anymore? That'll never happen. This is the juice. I wish someone would ask me. I'm ready whenever I wear my Bob Doyle shirt. Ask you what? Oh, why, you cursed delay. Why can't I follow these conversation threads? I just noticed what time it is. I went late. Isn't that fun? With my ridiculous show notes. What do we talk about today? Showers. Bathroom in general. That's how we started the thing. Wide roads. Light switches. Steve G. Jones. Hi, Kathy. I guess that's it. So look, tomorrow, well, later on this afternoon, I'm going to do another Law of Attraction Q&A because we've got our group coaching stuff closing up on Wednesday. So I'm, being obnoxious about that. And I'll do it again tomorrow, and then that's it. Guys, if you're contemplating it, it's time to stop contemplating. And then Thursday, VR. If I got fun news around that, although it's not really official yet, so that's why I didn't say anything today, but there's some exciting stuff happening. Exciting stuff in the virtual reality world for the Bob Doyle Show specifically. Well, I can't wait to share it with you. All right, everyone, and everyone else. See you tomorrow. If I can push this button, which I can.